Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Noma and welcome to our reaction to Jim Croce. We are going to react to the song I'll Have to Say I Love You in a Song. That's the title of the song. This is our first time single take on his reaction to this song. Let's get started.
Yeah, it's going to be not a first time reaction for me. I have heard this song.
Oh, okay.
It's a first time reaction from Kirti.
Yeah.
Jim Croce, I have to say I love you in a song. Let's see what Kirti thinks about it.
Well, I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you, but what I've gotta say can't wait. I know you'd understand. Every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda strange. Every time I'm near you, I just run out of things to say. I know you'd understand. Every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Didn't wake you, but there's something that I just gotta say. I know you'd understand. Every time I tried to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I have to say I love you in a song.
This is beautiful.
It's a masterpiece.
It's way too short. You want it to go on, isn't it? It's just too short. He just knows the right way to emulate emotions into his songs. It's just beautiful. It was very simply done. It was no confusion at all at any point in the song. Nothing was overdone. It is like one of those dishes which your mother has been making for so many years, and suddenly you didn't have for a while, and you start thinking why it is not made when it is so simple. I like eating it every time when it is made, but it's not made these days. What's wrong? Because your mother has been away from you. That's what is wrong. That's how simple this was. It is beautiful. It's literally, it gives me goosebumps thinking about it. It was simple song, but it has such a lasting effect on me. And it's never a wrong time to say I love you to your loved ones. Never a wrong time. Whether it is 3 a.m. in the night, 4 a.m. in the morning, or any time of the day or evening. It's never a wrong time to say I love you. Though he couldn't say it in the right words, he always thought he was falling short of the right things to do. So he wrote it in a song and he sang it for her. He thinks it may be late, but nobody minds it. Nobody minds it. For a good news to be given any time of the day. It's not the wrong time to express your love for someone. It's never the wrong time to do it. You never know when that person or you are not there anymore. we during this pandemic that is going on, we are losing a lot of people because of the coronavirus infection itself. A lot of people are recovering, but at the same time, so many people, about half a lakh, that means what, half of 100,000 people have already died in the world, and the numbers are continuing to go up. So many lives are already lost, and so many prominent personalities are also.
Half of 100,000? A
That
lot
is
more than
50,000,
that.
right?
There's 62,000 people in America alone that have
Oh
died.
my god, I didn't even keep track of it. It's
Yeah, it's more than 250,000 people that have died, I think.
ah.
Yeah, so what are you talking about?
Ah.
62,000 in America was just yesterday.
Okay.
So I think the
Wow,
numbers are.
that's ridiculous.
But it's good you're not keeping
No,
track.
I don't. Actually, I stopped keeping track of it for a long time. Maybe it's been about 20, 25 days now. I stopped keeping track of how many people are dying because of the virus. Because it's something that is, constantly affecting if people keep track of all these things. Instead, you keep working in the way that it goes away. But what I was trying to say is there are so many prominent personalities also are leaving this world. Maybe not because of coronavirus, but this is a sad time. God has chosen, their fate has chosen to take them away from this planet, from the lives of other people. And you never know when such time can come for anyone. So it's never too late to say I love you.
That's true. And especially children, young ones, young adults even, they tend to shy away from expressing their
Yes.
love for their parents, love for their elders at home. They feel embarrassed even. They don't want to be seen standing close to them when they ever go out. Maybe not now, but I'm talking before all these lockdowns and all. They would be shy, they would be embarrassed to be with their elders, with their parents, in a public area, especially where their other friends would be. They don't want to be seen too close to their parents. They don't want to say things such as I love you. They also hate it when their mom or their father says I love you when they drop them at school or college before they head to work themselves. So all that is, you must get over that, because we all know that you care about your parents. It's just that you're so caught up in your psychosocial bubble, so to speak.
Yeah.
You're so caught up in the ego trap, in the peer group trap, that you just don't want to express your real feelings for your parents and loved ones at home. And you must give up on it. You must rise above it, because tomorrow, like Kirti said, you never know what can happen. Any of us viewing this video, any of us making these videos, two of us and anyone else who's involved in the editing, on research and comment, reading comments, etc. Any of us could be taken away from the world tomorrow. That is how life is. And the thing is that it's okay if we are taken away. That's okay. That's God's priority. That's God's choice. That's God's way of working. And I have no complaints if I'm the one who's taken away. I've had a wonderful life. I've had so many phenomenal experiences. I don't think many people of my age have had even half the experiences and wonderful moments that I've had. So if I'm taken away tomorrow, I wouldn't be that pissed off or angry on my deathbed, or even later come back as a ghost to haunt people and all. That won't happen with me. Similarly, many other people I know, my close friends and family members, I don't know, even if they're taken away, it's okay, because everyone has lived their life. But one thing that hurts us, the ones who are left behind it, they have that regret usually, is that why didn't I tell this person I loved them before they died? For example, if I pass away tomorrow, maybe Kirti will have it on her mind, maybe the kids will have it on their mind. Why didn't I show that I loved him so much more? So that is what this guy is expressing in this song. And incidentally, it happened to him, that he was taken away far too early from us, the singer. And, thankfully he made these songs before he left. So forever and ever, as long as those people are alive, they will know that he loved them. But did you say you loved him equally? So that's what I'm talking about. That's the other side of the equation, which Jim Croce is telling the listeners, that you also should say you love them. Because if they die, and even if they are happy, they're not cribbing and complaining that they're dying. If they're dying of some disease or illness, they're not cribbing and complaining all the time. I'm fed up of clients like that. Clients and people who keep complaining that I'm dying of cancer, I'm dying of this and dying. It's okay. That's okay as long as you've lived so long, and as long as you've lived your life in those years, you shouldn't be complaining. Just go with a smile, go with grace. And in fact, if you have that attitude, you'll actually live longer. There's enough proof to, justify that in my own family, friend circle, as well as scientific evidence. So he's saying those things. Wonderful, wonderful song. I don't think the next song we are about to listen to will come anywhere close to this. I have very little hopes from it. So once again, I'll pretend maybe that I've heard that song too, so that Kirti can give a reaction to it, honest reaction. Because I don't think I would like to ruin my experience by
Of this song.
by reviewing to a Paul McCartney song. Because the last 2 times I heard him, he sounded horrendous, and I have no compassion for musicians who sound horrendous, no matter who they are or where they are from. So I'll keep my thing short. Maybe it may be different today. Maybe the patrons and the requesters have learned, and hopefully they've given a better song. But either ways, I think I'll keep my mouth shut. That's it for this one. All Kirti's review from here on to the end.